evening of day 33. Somewhat on this market. Pretty cool place. Very quiet, clean, peaceful. Savannakhet. So clean, quiet, orderly. Amazing. Wonder why it's called the bang bar. What goes bang? This is a typical street market just in front of me. The Mekong is another 40 meters past those stalls. And the bang bar's just in behind there. Perfect temperature, it's probably 28 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Just all these Laotians enjoying the evening in a really peaceful, clean environment. It's fantastic. My hotel's about 100 meters that way. Yeah, the Laotians do it in style. Good on them. I'm a bit of a fan. I'm a Lao fanboy. Sabadi. Hello. He might be older than me. Sabadi. Hello. Hello. How are you? Well, he had a little more life in him than the first fella. Well, I'm not sure any of this recording will go through. So day 34 continues. It's 10:30 and I've almost done 90 kilometres. Yeah, I've been really flat today, very flat. The road's been flat, fortunately, in both ways. Yeah, so the road, there's no major climbs, just sort of porpoising all day. And the road condition has been exceptional. So this road I'm on crosses Laos and just near Savannakhet, if that's how you pronounce it, where I stayed yesterday, there was a major bridge that crossed into Thailand, and essentially from that bridge you jump onto this road and it takes you to Vietnam. So I guess some money's been spent because it's such a major international connector. There's a bit of a storm brewing, and I'm riding into a very strong. Whoa, wee! Oh, I nearly got blown off the road. I'm riding into a very strong wind. Now I've just turned a bend, so I've made it more of a crosswind for a little bit, and then I'll be back into the teeth of it. Probably 30, gusting 40k an hour. Yeah, when you're shagged already, it's unwelcome. So there was a grand notion to ride 160 k's today, leaving 80 to the border village tomorrow. The only reason for that is there's a significant town at 160, so there'd be some accommodation options. So what I'm going to do is attempt to ride 120. I should do, I'm almost at 100 now. And from that point I'll start looking to see if there are any guest houses or hotels pop up that are not showing on the map. Now, Google does an amazing job with hotels generally. In Laos though, they've not been nearly as good, but I don't blame them for that. I think it's more here a lot of the places are called guest houses and perhaps don't promote themselves or pay Google whatever they have to pay. So you do roll across some guest houses along the way. So I'm banking on that. You know, ideally at 120. That'll leave 120 tomorrow. I hope I don't have to, but you know, maybe ride 140, leaving 100 tomorrow. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock, so it's already past my bedtime. So 130 done. I'm not sure what I'm doing. So since about the 110 kilometre mark, I've started looking for guest houses and hotels, and I haven't seen any. Yeah, look, it's a cool day, overcast. If this is going to happen any day, today is about as good as it gets, apart from the wind. That's settled a little bit as well, so yeah, I've got, well, 30 k's to go, maybe. We'll wait and see. Yes, we'll wait and we'll see. Oh. The good news is Vietnam is now about 105 kilometres away. So it'll be a much smaller ride tomorrow. Well, currently 130 versus 105. But by the time I finish, it might be 160 today and about 75, 80 tomorrow. Makes tomorrow easier. So I dare say I'll wake up a bit sluggish. Someone mentioned goats. They're everywhere. Sabadi. Sabadi. I've just had their lunch break. I'm back to the field. When you thought you'd seen enough goats. Lucky I didn't start doing this when I first started riding. What have we got, about 20? 2, 4, 5, I don't know, 9, 14. 14 goats. 4 more and you've got a footy team. Goats. Well, I guess be a pretty good team if it was 18 goats. Now this is about 12 kilometres from my original objective. I'm so bloody close to the original objective, I'm going to stick with it. But yeah, I did see signs for a guest house. I'm sure there'll be more. But yeah, so that's at a kilometre mark 146. I saw the first guest house. And I've been looking since kilometre 110. So for 36 kilometres there was nothing. Look, I've been blessed though. Sure, there's been a headwind, but the overcast, cool conditions and a little bit of rain has kept well, my temperature down, and yeah, I've been able to ride on. Otherwise it would have been a lot tougher. So this isn't tough physically, other than a couple of sore spots. More just mentally, yeah, knowing that you've done 80, you feel like crap and there's 80 to go. Yeah, I don't actually think I'll have a beer when I finish, but there's a few ice creams on the cards. And an afternoon siesta. I think that's what I need. Good afternoon on day 34. 34 is finished, clearly. Yeah, it's 20 to 3, but I've got, I think it's 161.5 in the books. Yeah, look, I couldn't find anything between 110 kilometres and I think it was 146 when I saw the first guest house. And I've gone 146, I might as well keep going because for the extra 14 kilometres or so, there'd be a choice of hotels and hopefully a few restaurants to choose from, and there are, although it's a small town as well, but at least I've got a room, the air conditioner is working. The lady turned it on for me, and as I set up to do this, I thought, man, it seems to be getting hotter in here. Yeah, the aircon's set to 29. 29. I mean, who would have done that? Yeah, so I've got it set to 16. I'll run it there for about an hour and then I'll find the happy spot. Look, oh man, I felt so sluggish or weak all day, really. I've said previously, I think last year, that I can tell when I'm just don't have the energy levels because the heart rate doesn't get up. I'm not sure it hit 100 today, and I'm not joking. Certainly the second half of the ride seemed to sit in the 90s, and the first half of the ride was in the 70s. Yeah, that's, you know, lying in bed stuff. So look, obviously there's not the glycogen in the system, and so the muscles, you know, don't have anything to draw upon, so the heart, lungs don't have to work. So from that point of view, I've had a relaxing day, or a very restful day. Look, I'm sure I'll be fine tomorrow, but I'm going to I'll go get something to eat and some drinks, and lie on the bed and see if an afternoon siesta comes on. 80 k's tomorrow, it may even be less, about 77. So 77 to the Laos border town. I'll overnight there, and then the next day I'll work out what time I can cross, and I'll aim to be ready to cross at that time, and then I'll be in Vietnam, all going well tomorrow. And I can say it now, but I'm a bit thick, and yesterday was a special day for one of my sons, and so the 12th, and just knowing, you know, so I knew when to call him. I knew it was Thursday, and as I rode off this morning, I went, oh, that makes today Friday. Oh, lucky it's not Friday the 13th. Duh. So, look, I finished the ride today. I rode on bloody Friday the 13th. There were at least 8 trucks, big heavy trucks with trailers, with full loads, doing about 100 k an hour that passed within a metre of me. And because of the wind, there was a lot more turbulence today, and I really felt they were trying to pull me in. Yeah, so anyway, so I survived them. So yeah, tomorrow's another ride.